This talks about several kinds of joints. On the page before, we have the word joints in the ligaments, describing the ligaments, but it doesn't exactly tell you what a joint is. But it infers that it holds bones together where they meet at the joints. So you can extrapolate that a joint is two bones meet. The hinge joint of the elbow, knee, or jaw move up and down. So here I have hinge. I didn't even put joint on it. You don't want to make your note so obvious that it's going to be easy peasy to study it when your teacher gives you less information than that. So putting a joint on this, you should be associating hinge with joints at this point. They've said it over and over again in the article. You probably have it under the category of joints in your notes. So hinge is enough of a clue for you for study purposes. Get used to it because you may have little or no information on the test. So the older you get, the trickier the questions become. So hinge, an association with the knee or elbow, moves up and down. You may try that out too. Oh, I see. It just goes up and down. Okay. Gliding. Okay, so you're gliding. Again, I didn't put joint on there, but the gliding joint of the spine moves over one another. Okay, so the spine and move over each other. What moves over each other? Well, we're talking about bones here. The card is complete. Movable joints. So I have just immovable. The immovable joints of the skull simply meet, forming what looks like cracks. Okay, so I only have skull on that. Does your skull move at all? No, that's not like your up and down arm. So give yourself a little credit that you could think this through. There's only one part of the bone of the skull that moves, and it's the jaw. But the jaw goes up and down. We have the ball and socket joint. Here's the card, ball and socket. The ball and socket joint of the shoulder and hip, well, we already know where, shoulder, hip, allows circular movement. So here I have circular movement and associated with the shoulder and the hip. Baby flashcard on all of these. Here's the ball and socket. Next flashcard. Tendons pop out from the textbook. Here I have underlined. Tendons hold muscles onto the bone so movement can happen. Okay, so tendons hold muscle onto bone.